Welcome to Forever Exiled. I'm Justin A.K. Tags.
And I'm Tyler, Wrecker of Days.
Episode 320. Appreciate you putting it up there. Thanks, buddy.
Did I? I did.
Yeah, you did.
I?
Nailed it.
Oh, wow. Look, and next week's I put it in different. I'm not even using the same grammar anymore. I used to be so specific. Welcome, everybody.
Professional. Man, something sounds weird. I don't understand it.
Like in your headphones?
Yeah,
or
just
in the office?
Sounds like something's odd. Something's off or something, but I don't know.
I have a little bit extra of a sexy vibe going.
Maybe that's what it is. I can feel the appeal coming through your mic.
My voice could be so low.
Big shout out to our patrons. Thanks, Haji McGee, for signing up this week, and everybody else who resubbed up this past week. We love your faces. Gets you access to After Dark. That's what our Patreon does. It's our podcast after the podcast where we just keep... Yeah, you know the drill. Anyway, thanks everybody for supporting the podcast. That's us. Well,
you're the best.
Man, I don't know what's going on with my head right now. All right. Well,
head or headset?
There's something weird. Something sounds weird.
You want to take 2 minutes?
No, I'll just keep bringing it up as we go.
This is what I want to do for my entire conversation. I want to think about this.
It doesn't make any sense though. Everything's fine. Okay. Anyway, what do we got?
So I don't know when I made this note, but according to me, November 25th. But according to Bex, November 27th. In 2006, GGG was incorporated. On one of those 2 days. It's probably me. I highly doubt Bex would have known the exact date.
How would she know?
I researched things, okay?
Where did you get that from?
Anyway, that's when GGG was incorporated, 2006. So
where did you get it from?
I don't know. I don't source it. It's just in Trello.
Yeah. Just
I look and I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. I didn't know that. So I write it down. Obviously, I would only write down the correct date. I wouldn't have accidentally written down or pressed the wrong button.
No, never do that.
No, Justin can't even hear me. He's still looking around like,
I can hear you.
Picture a bird looking around. You know how a bird's head moves really fast? It doesn't move slow to the direction. It moves quickly to the direction.
Yep.
That's what Justin's doing right now as he tries to figure out the source of this magic.
How was your week?
Oh, I had a great week, Justin.
Did you?
Never better. Mm-hmm.
That's good. Anything new?
I've been pestering my wife about different dogs available at the SPCA.
Are you looking at getting one? How's that going?
She would rather, she wants to wait until she's been reincarnated to get another dog. That she's still sad about Riley. I obviously miss Riley, but I'm ready to move on.
Okay.
My wife died. I've waited a week. Let's get a new wife.
Do your kids want a new dog? Another dog?
They have cats. They don't care if we get a dog.
So they don't care? Yeah.
It's basically just for me and my wife, but my wife doesn't want one. And I'm like,
so it's supposed to be for you
do.
Right now.
Obviously you do. Here, let me show you which dog you want.
Uh-huh.
So going through that. But unfortunately, the SPCA is only loaded with absolutely massive dogs. Very few dogs are a lot of the small ones get taken up really quick. And so just massive dogs left over. And so I have myself set up for notifications.
You can get that.
Oh, you
That's
betcha.
funny.
I am ready. Every time a new one comes in, I'm like, oh, that would work for us. Copy and paste.
Awesome.
Here you go, love. And so, all good things. Things
just
are good.
Keep wearing her down, Ty.
And I don't know if you're at this stage yet. I mean, you started.
This is a nice mug. Blue Jays mug.
Thank you. Yeah. A mug full of BJs.
What did I start?
Yeah, no, it's a baseball one. My mother-in-law got this one for me.
Yeah, it's nice.
Hang on. Let me slurp. So 'tis the season almost around, right? Like the stores, now that Remembrance Day has officially passed, I feel so bad.
Why?
Well, just Remembrance Day for us is November 11th, right? And everybody's wearing their poppies. Apparently that's a Canada thing. I didn't know that. So a Canada thing, right? Everybody's wearing poppies and, remembering and being respectful. And then as soon as November 12th hits, all the stores in the area are like, bah, 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 bah.
No, they don't wait for that anymore. That's November.
I get it. It's just, I don't know. I feel like it's like the second that person that you didn't want visiting leaves the house, the second you lock the door, it's like that when that person's leaving the house and they hear all the cheering in the background, right? That's kind of what I feel like when it comes to Remembrance Day. It's like the second November 12th comes around, everyone's like, yay, Christmas! It's like, and just dismissive of the remembrance part of it, you know what I mean?
So on this past Remembrance Day, I had to have a meeting. And I didn't want to have a meeting, but it just so happened that I needed to have this meeting. And with this particular company, they were from out east. I didn't know that Remembrance Day is not a Canadian-wide federal holiday. I thought it was, but apparently it's not.
Provincial?
I don't know if it's provincial, but apparently out east they don't, like, I think he was Quebec maybe, but apparently they do like a moment for remembrance, and then it's not a whole day for it. And I was like,
I hate to
that's
say it, but Quebec's a different universe.
They are a different universe.
It is. Like, that's not a criticism. Just legally, like,
they do.
If you say can't nationwide, it's always excluding Quebec. People that don't live in Quebec have no idea what applies and doesn't apply to Quebec.
True. Yeah.
So,
but
I don't. Nobody can begrudge you on that one.
Day Canada. And he asked if we could meet, and I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And then I found out later that they don't take the whole day off. It's not an actual holiday. And then
everyone else in the country's like, yeah, double time and a half. Hook me up.
Exactly. I was talking to a buddy or a guy from my office who lived out that way, and he kind of just joked about the French. He's like, no, they do their moment. They are quiet, and then they're out to work. They're off to do their thing.
Which I guess that's what the fight was for. Hey,
I will say that the last few Remembrance Days, so we started setting up Christmas early, ever since.
Right. You said that last week or the week before.
COVID.
Since COVID.
God, Lord, I had to think about what it was. So we started setting up early because I started to realize that I would rather see my kids happy than try and fight this idea that you have to wait till a certain date. But it is very easy to feel thankful on Remembrance Day when you're watching your kids and your family set up Christmas, like an idea that you get to celebrate Christmas, knowing, what people did and have done for fighting for our country. So I find it's actually a little bit, it's an easier way for me to remember it when I'm looking at all the stuff that's going on around the house. So anyway, How did we get on Remembrance Day?
Because I wanted to say that Christmas is around the corner.
Oh, Christmas is around the corner. Yeah.
My kids aren't sick.
Awesome.
Yeah, they didn't get sick all fall.
Well, we still got the winter.
No, it's like I'm so close. We're so
good.
Close to Christmas that I'm like, if my kids get sick, I'm ignoring it, and it's just not. I'm just pretending it's not going to happen. So we're going to go visit all the elderly folk and endanger them with all of our illnesses because I'm in denial. Mm-hmm. But the reason I was saying that maybe I'm getting to that stage of life before you because you have a kid that's still younger than my two.
I mean, they're in the same school though.
Well, yeah, but I'm just talking about like just the amount of time that they're exposed to this over and over. Like I think it was grade 4 last year was the first year where I'm like, man, we weren't sick all year. Mm. Or like we had minor illnesses, but it wasn't like we were fighting one of the two being sick throughout the whole year kind of thing. Mm. So a little nervous about this year, but we'll see. We'll see.
That's good so far. But otherwise your week was good though?
Yeah, it was a normal week. It was all good. Yeah. Nice. How about you?
I could do without it, but it was, I'm tired, man. I just work is, it is really good, but it's also really stressful, but that's fine. And then outside of work, let's see here. We watched, I don't remember what I told you last. We watched Ed Gein, the monster, the biopic of Ed Gein. He's a prolific murderer. Sort of a lot of the movies were based on him, like Psycho and Hitchcock. Sort of like this is the guy who a lot of things were based off of. So we watched that, and then we're just started True Detective. It's with McConaughey and Woody Harrelson. Yeah,
Pursuit. Yeah.
So we just started. We're only like 3 or 4 episodes in. Very different. Cool though. But
cool.
Yeah, other than that, it's just been work. It's literally just been work. Like yesterday I didn't get home till late, and it's been nonstop work. I was trying to think if it was yesterday or the day before. I honestly don't remember. This whole week has just blended. I was in a meeting I know I was in on one on Wednesday where I thought it was Thursday. I thought for sure the next day was Friday, which I was very much looking forward to. And then, nope, still had a whole nother day to go. But yeah, I played a little bit of Path of Exile. And just, hung out. Kids do dance. They do their thing,
All good things. All good things.
All good things. Can't complain. Yeah. What do we got this week?
Well, so if you are unsure about stuff, I'm going to, how can I send this to you without?
What am I unsure about?
Okay. Let's stick with Path 1 for a sec.
Okay. Well, yeah.
There was one bigger patch notes. So maybe you care about that.
Okay. Hold on. Let me see the D patch.
Don't go to Path 2.
I won't. D patch notes. Okay, so let me just bring up a couple things. One that are weird. The Breach Hive Fortress. So in this D patch, they contain a skill that can now destroy the walls that are around Aelith. Just because I know you probably haven't played it much. When you originally played the Hive, the Breach Hive, so a Hive, it could this Hive Fortress could randomly show up within a map. You go in, you clear it out, and then you got to do 24 waves. So normally you're protecting her for like 6 to 8.
Yeah, I didn't.
This is a 24 wave one. When it first started, you'd basically like clear this big square, and then you fought in the middle. So she had an area in the middle of this big square area, and then for some reason they added some stuff in where you clear the square, but she's sort of like in a circle in the middle. Like she's in the middle, but she has like actual walls now in different shapes around her in the middle, and it sort of funnels the enemies.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, that's interesting. Right? But then the D patch brought in a button that lets you take away those walls that used to not be there. I was like, but guys, what? Can you just make a decision? Like, what? It's so weird to go like, oh, there's no walls. Oh, we think you need walls, which I don't really understand where that came from. And then, oh, but you might want to get rid of the walls. So there's a button. Anyway, at least you can. So you got choice. They're giving you choice, which is great.
If you're using, what's the Templar skill you start with? The Ice Strike skill? What's that called?
Yeah. What is it called? Glacial Hammer?
You got to funnel them. If you're using that as your primary skill through no fault of your naive self on your own.
Yeah, but you
need to funnel them, man. You need to funnel them.
Come on. This is endgame. Anyway,
I wonder how long people stick with those like actual strike skills, not like individually hitting strike skills. I wonder how long people stick with those. Probably
too long. Oh, I didn't notice this before. Or I didn't notice this when I saw it. Well, you know why I didn't actually read these D patches. Somebody sent me a message about you can destroy the walls now in a private chat, and I was like, what? Why? Like they just added the walls. I don't understand. I didn't see this though. While using Orb of Alchemy now, you can hold Alt to switch to Scouring, which lets you, and same with Orb of Chance, which would let you keep spamming. Yeah. But that's actually pretty cool. I like that because they did the alteration and augment change with that. So
10 years later.
Yeah, little bit, a little bit later, but
hey, it's in.
It's there though. I leave Hideout, Fistlebug. Okay, cool. I didn't actually read those until just now. So what am I clicking on now?
No, okay. So now don't actually scroll. I don't know how much you've seen or not. Yeah. D patch. I don't know. I'm not playing it. And I don't mean that. I am being dismissive, but I'm not trying to be apathetic or dismissive. It's just I'm not playing it. So if there was a D stuff.
And we're kind of at a stable point for it for the most part now.
We're 3 weeks away from quote unquote Path 2, right? Slowly scroll down. The second
What am I
link,
scrolling down to?
So the first link for Path 2 is boss versus boss. The second one, don't read it, just click it.
It says watch GG live.
Okay.
Click it.
And then watch.
Path. Oh, am I clicking? Am I watching this?
Yeah, we're going to watch it at the same time. Ready?
Okay, I'm clicking play.
No, wait. We have to count down. What is this, your first time?
I've never watched this before. Hold on. Do you want me to wait? I'll go back.
Yes, I want it. Gosh.
I heard something about walk alone. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, start at the beginning and we'll count down.
You count me down.
I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, click. Okay, ready?
Sure, but this says
3,
Last of the Druids.
2, 1, click. Idiot.
Ooh, very epic music. Last of the Druids. That's Jonathan. Okay.
You should see Justin's facial expressions right now.
That was awesome. What did I do? What's wrong?
Nothing. I was just enjoying you were like nodding and shaking your head. You were like whatever Jonathan was saying for those 40 seconds. You had emotions.
He surprised me. I didn't expect him to be there. I thought when they showed the Last of the Druids, I thought that was the end.
I was showing my wife the video. I'm like, let's watch this together. And then I'm like, okay, cool. The Last of the Druids show up at this date. And I'm like, sweet. I start walking away. And then all of a sudden Johnson's like, hi. And I'm like, okay, hang on. I sit back down. And then fine, he just said the exact same thing that the screen already said. See you then.
So the Last of the Druids, the music sounded awesome. Like epic music. Last of the Druids, so not a surprise. So I'm assuming we're getting the Druid as a playable.
That was my comment too. I see the title of the video. I see the title of 0.40 and I'm like, guess the Druid's ready.
I'm guessing the Druid's coming out.
So I really hope any like comments from last week from
was
other
last
people
week?
didn't spoil anything. Oh, just like comments about people predicting the Druid coming out, which
Okay.
understandably because they've been coming out for so long. So,
Okay, so you
I'm
and I
glad that
had
it's
an
finally
episode.
here. What?
We had an episode last week,
We did.
and it must have been the last week's episode because I have been the Rue thing, getting that private message to me a lot. And in game in 2121, people reminding me that he's a cat, and I'm like, okay, thanks. I'm aware of the words now, but now I do know what it means.
/username.
Yeah, that's right. But we did talk about it last week because you said that guy tweeted about it. But
Yeah, somebody. And I wasn't trying to
That's
drag him
fair.
under the bus. Like
No,
they
that's
say
fair.
what they say and people say.
Yeah.
I just hope like, you know, that the GGG's still getting their hype for it and that people are still stoked. I mean, we were disappointed over a year ago. We went to LA over a year ago, right? It's been a year and a bit now. It wasn't this
I don't
past summer,
remember.
was it?
no, I don't
No, it was
think
2
so.
summers ago.
Sure. Yeah, it was
Was
before PoE 2 came out.
Yeah, it would have been. That's right. So yeah, it's been over a year, and we were disappointed that the Druid wasn't available to play just for the LA playtest, right? And I mean, obviously, they introduced this back when they were introducing PoE Mobile. Remember that?
Yeah. Oh,
right?
boy.
Because we were talking about how exciting it was that, what was it? We introduced, talking about we as in like Path of Exile fans, but GGG introduced the like, what's it called when you like morph into an animal? What's the fancy sci-fi term for it? That
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. We're both brain dead this morning, hey? But anyway, that formation, like doing that in the ARPG, we announced it as PoE fans before Diablo introduced it like a week later or something like that. You remember that?
I honestly can't think of anything except anamorphize right now, and that's not even a word. But that's what's stuck in my head.
Polymorphosis. And so
What is
anyway,
poly? No.
Justin's chat GPTing what the official term is. If we could change into animals when we wanted, what would we call
That's what I'm
ourselves?
Google. Okay, that's definitely not Therianthropy.
Therianthropy?
Shapeshifting.
Shapeshifting.
But Therianthropy is the
I'm
human to
Therianthropic.
animal shapeshifting in mythology. So shapeshifting is the layman term, but Therianthropy is what we're introducing in
Justin,
this
if you were Therianthropic,
Yeah.
what would you be able to change into?
one.
Naturally, I'm not talking like hopes and dreams here. I'm like you. What like if you were just boom, like what's that show with the wizards, but that doesn't have Gandalf?
Are you saying
and
like
then they
what
shoot
animal
from
would
the
I be?
wand? Yeah, and then but it's like the wand, the like Expecto Patronum. Yeah, that one where it comes out and it's just the natural animal.
I don't know. You saying that
would it
made
be?
me think of, you've probably not even seen it. There's a video of what's the guy who plays Ron Weasley? The redhead carrot, the orange hair Ron. It looks like
Weasley.
him. Like, I don't know, it may even be him, but it's like somebody caught a video of him at a gas station and he's just about to fill up, and whoever, if this person is him or if whatever, this person was so clever at figuring out, because they put their, what do they call gasoline there? Petrol. I don't know what he yells, but he's like Expecto Petroleum or something related to gas. Oh my god, it's so funny. Anyway,
That's
sorry.
awesome.
I don't know what
it's
animal I
okay.
turned
Do you
into.
still have that scream? Tetra what? How do you spell it?
Therianthropy. I closed it.
Sorry, you're gonna have to bring up your search history.
Therianthropy.
Can you spell it, please?
Yep. It is spelt THERIAN Thropy, THROPY. Oh, you need
I may or may not need that for the title of the episode. That's not going to get a lot of hits.
No,
but
probably not a commonly Googled
No, that's
search term.
There are
Oh,
people
that's
that
funny.
even if you wanted to search it up, you wouldn't know how to spell it.
No. I don't know what I would turn into
Therianthropic,
if I could. If I was to turn into I don't know what my animal is. I'm a bird. I'm a bear.
Are you naturally angry?
Not naturally.
And you
no.
just have to hold it in because animals won't hold it in.
No.
man.
What's an animal that doesn't like the other animals, that just wants to be on their own, but like,
Tiger?
yeah,
No, not a cat.
no, but that is fair. They
There
don't
is
like
a
other
bird.
animals.
Oh, what's the bird that like if their kids aren't growing fast enough or well enough, they just kill the bird and make
Okay,
another?
I'm not that one. Jesus.
Yeah.
What's your animal? I don't know what mine is.
I don't
Do you
know.
have
On
one?
a
What
good
would you
day, I'm
turn
a
into?
duck. because I just don't care. I'm just like waddling around,
What's
not
your
caring.
superpower? Watch this.
And then when I'm like really pissed and I don't want to be around anybody, I do like tigers.
But a
Polar
bird would let
bears
you,
are pretty
fly
like
away.
dum-de-dum-de-dum. But and then whenever a super cute seal comes around, they eat it. I
Yeah,
can do
like
that.
nothing. That's true.
Screw my neighbors. I don't care about them. I'm
So
joking, but I don't. But I am, but I'm not.
I would say the same thing. So December 4th, I think they said we get to watch their thing. Obviously, we're good Lord. The poor PoE ninja stats for like classes played. I think it's pretty fair to say.
This isn't where you judge the
yeah, they're not going to get a good
hopefully you
test.
know which. That's right. Hopefully they know which ascendancies they need to work on before this league.
I hope they don't have any new ascendancies. Can you imagine if they're like, here's the new ascendancy for this one class? You're like,
right. Yeah. Like, well, what? Like, there's a couple other classes that don't exist
don't have
yet
3.
completely, right? Where
yeah,
all
yeah.
6 ascendancies don't exist. So, but you know, I've been thinking though, like since this came out just a couple days ago, so there's a druid.
Mhm.
I forget what the other one. Maybe it's a templar again, or it's a druid, or maybe they make 2 different kinds. Like, remember, like way back when we were trying to guess what the classes were going to be, if they were going to keep the same classes or
they
not.
had the
and
names out.
then they
Like, there was
confirmed
a
them
spoilery
too.
thing. Yeah.
But I mean, they could have changed their name.
Sure
Who
they
cares? Like what they agreed upon then, they could change it 100 times. So like,
Yeah.
what kind of Templars do you get? And like, what are the varieties of, like, there's 6 ascendancies going in. But can you have this much hype and come out with one ascendancy for that path? I don't think so.
No, there's got to be at least 2 druid.
That would be
druid
crazy
ascendancies.
if you only came out with one. So the assumption, hopefully accurate assumption, is that there's going to be a few, whether it's, you know, one from one class, one for another, whatever it would be. Hopefully there's like 2. I'm hoping, just as an excited fan, and also because I don't really like the state of minions right now, I'm hoping that each class comes out with at least one ascendancy.
Which other class are you hoping comes out besides the druid? Because the druid is a class. So do you think
All
they're
I
doing
wanna
another
know-
one?
Well, yeah, because 2 classes start at the same part, right? Same like sorceress and witch.
Yeah,
right?
but I don't know.
But the reason that I want that is because I want to see what the starting tree is. I want to see what the themes are. I'm assuming
But-
for one of them, there's going to be like a minion thing at the beginning of the tree. It would be crazy if out of all the classes, only one of those starting trees, the ones that you can manipulate based on which class you are, if only one of them had minion passives. That would be crazy.
Yeah, but we don't know the other one that's starting where like the marauder or the warriors. Like, so like there's nothing to say that they come out with the druid and there has to be the other version of it as well.
But where all the minion nodes are on the tree, it needs to be close. Otherwise, who cares if the mercenary has minion nodes at the starting point of the tree, because the only thing close to that's companion stuff, right? And that's not even close.
I don't know
right?
if I see a druid being a minion type. I mean, maybe, I don't know.
And I guess I know this is all hearsay. Like none of this has come out,
sure.
so this is just me thinking and thinking.
No,
and
this is
thinking, but
legit.
It would
We
be
saw
crazy.
it, so you're going to find out about it.
Guaranteed at 0.5. I
Yep.
have seen Path of Exile 3. It's going to be good. But to me, it would just be crazy if one out of all the classes
Was it minion
had
based?
a specific archetype tree. So sure, in this case, I'm talking minions because you know I like minions, but put any basic stereotypical archetype in that boat. It would be crazy if only one had that, because there is so much numerical value in those first two trees, like in those first 2 clusters that you get that are class specific. There's so much there. Now, it wouldn't matter to me at all if they were much weaker, but it's like a quarter of the damage that you can get on the tree. That's a huge percentage, especially when the supports are the way that they are currently. So that's what I'm hoping for. And the reason that I want one of each class there is so that I can see both, just as a curiosity perspective from a fan. And like, I don't know what it is about being a fan of these types of theory crafting games, but it's like, you know, it's like you're planning for forever, even though you know it's going to change in 4 months, and anything can change in 4 months. My mentality is always planning for forever anyway. So it's like, okay, the Templar and the Druid, or whatever the 2 are going to be, they didn't come out with trees that interest me. So, okay, now I'm the witch forever. And for some reason that gives me peace of mind. Right. Or a frustrated peace of mind because I wished I'd have options. So anyway, but I'm stoked because the other form swapping ascendancies they have, like I'm curious how many people switch into demon form or there's the Chayula side where you're swapping to. Like there's a few of that thing already. So I'm curious how different this one's going to be. I mean, we know what they were thinking before with how your skills work differently and swapping back and forth, but I'm curious.
It's funny because I'm excited that we have the Druid finally and we get to see it and play it. But as I actually think about playing Path of Exile and playing as a Druid, I'm not totally sure that it's going to be the play style that I would want to play anyway, because it in my head, and it's probably just a forced thought about it, but it seems button heavy. Like you're swapping to different forms to do these types of skills, and like how is it? But you couldn't even do that unless they can't introduce specific skills that only work for the Druid. Like that would suck.
Well, they have that in plenty already within ascendancies themselves. Like you look at so many of the ascendancies where it unlocks a specific skill and you can only get that.
That's different than a class,
ascendancy. But remember way back when they first did the showcase video, again, anything can change, but that was also when they started talking about being able to swap trees, right? That was kind of that introduction to the community of this is what we're planning on doing. And it was about weapon swapping on the fly. And then you would actually get to tree swap on the fly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so then in that presentation or around that time, then they had the statement of when you are like in beast mode or hang on, I wrote it down. Therianthropy mode, because that's obviously what's going to be, that's the term that you're going to be able to click on in the game, obviously. It'll be like a third way to swap into your tree. It'll be like unlocking a third weapon swap on your tree, I guess you could say. Does that make sense to you? Yeah. So in that way, I could see them excusing, okay, yeah, we have morphing specific skills because, I mean, it still use up your 12 slots or whatever it is for gems, but it kind of makes it a little less outrageous when you do it that way, right?
I think if they're connected to an ascendancy, I can get behind it. It seems to me to be button heavy, but that may not be the case at all. It may, because they've automated so many things now with swapping trees, and you just use the skill and it does what it does. So we'll see. It's funny though. The problem for me is, it was the same for playing like World of Warcraft, but if you would play a class that was, let's say, a bear. You all right?
Yeah. I just all of a sudden couldn't see you anymore, and I can't tell if it's my eyes or my glasses, so I'm going to clean my glasses. Keep talking.
Your character is a bear, changes into a bear. All of your like benefits of that was the worst version of taking off glasses ever.
You think it like my first time wearing glasses?
Like that's the way they come off.
Through your skull.
You just lose like the MTX stuff. You lose like the coolness of your armor and the way your stuff looks.
Right. Considering how much hell I put them through for me getting my MTX, I'm technically not allowed to morph into anything for quite a while.
Well, and I'm curious how they decide to do that, because in World of Warcraft, if I played a druid, I would not see my character in bear form when I was tanking. I would just see a bear. Like I wouldn't get to see any of the cool gear I had.
Sure.
Any of the cool armor I had. Even in some cases, the weapons weren't even showing that well. So I'm curious to see what they do with that, because MTX is obviously a pretty big deal to them.
Yeah, it is. That is an interesting point. And that actually brings up something that I've never remembered to post is when I'm weapon swapping in the game, I can't tell what I'm using. Like there's nothing that shows me until I use a skill what weapon slot or which weapon set or tree I'm using. Like there's nothing that says 1 or 2 somewhere. Well, you pick it ahead of time, but then when you're in the game, you're like, oh shoot, is this the way that is, or this, or like which set of minions am I doing? Like even if like there's nothing that actually tells me outside of the skills that I'm using, but you could still use 2 different trees with the same skill based on, whatever setup you might have. Maybe one setup you want to do chill, maybe one setup you want to do freeze. I don't know.
Right? In most of my spots, I'm using 2 different types of weapons, so it's been relatively obvious which one I'm on. But yes, if you're using the same one, it'd be harder.
Yeah. And so maybe this brings the opportunity up for them to adhere to that. It's like, okay, we want them to still see the MTX. If they want that, we'll give them the option to toggle on or off if their MTX overrides the bear stuff or not. Wouldn't that be funny? It's like somebody's just like running around looking like some sort of priest, but they're running around like a bear. But to be able to toggle it on or off or something, or let you know which weapon set you're on, that kind of thing.
So it's called The Last of the Druids. It comes out on December 12th. We get to see it December 4th. Smart of them to do a free weekend when it comes out. It's super smart.
Oh, yeah. They did that last time, too.
I know they did,
and it's, very smart for them to do that this time around. And you know why this is The Last of the Druids?
No.
Because the last one was so damn whiny, they just got killed off.
Ooh, what?
They got hunted.
That's
why. It's a joke.
I know, but
because last time you played the Templar, it was super whiny.
The video? Oh,
guaranteed that's in the lore, Justin.
Yeah, you just missed it.
The Templar was so whiny in the first game that the world hunted them down, and this is the only one to survive.
Are you hoping that the Templar's coming out as well with this?
I want both. Well, I mean, I don't care what the other class is. I'm assuming it's a Templar, but no matter what the other class is, I am hoping it comes out just so I can see the intro tree to both. Kind of gets the idea of what the theme is, right?
Yeah, but we don't have that at the bot. We don't have that on the Marauder side, like the whatever the class is, the melee class. We don't have the alternative class for that one either.
I don't care. It's all about minions.
Yeah.
I want to see if minions have a second support tree coming. That's it. That's all I care about. And if one of the Templars, because remember, Spiritual Aid was kind of close to the Templar side, and part of the debatable theme for the Templar Guardian, you throw those things together, you have the totem one, whatever, the Hierophant, right? You have this kind of interactive support style. And so to have minions, which they had minion damage on the old tree, like that too, right? For Path 1. So it's kind of like that whole interactive bit. And so to have Spiritual Aid, like right in that spot where, like on that part of the tree, the northeast or northwest part of the tree where the Templar is, it made sense. Thematically, that was great because that's what the Guardian and even the Totem one, the Hierophant would be like, right? So I'm kind of hoping that maybe one of those ascendancies has a Spiritual Aid. Maybe even if it's just locked behind the ascendancy, which I hope it's not. But
I kind of hope that if they do it, that something like that it is. Spiritual Aid in Path of Exile 1 is a really strong node.
It is.
Like it's not only just a strong node, but it's gated behind really strong nodes that help it as well.
It's coupled well with its cluster. Yeah. I think the thing that makes it unfair, like I think it's really powerful.
Yeah.
I would probably agree that it is kind of unfair, only because you go to the other side of the tree and what's the comparison? What do they have instead of Spiritual Aid? And the answer is nothing. Right? There's nothing that lets somebody double dip a bit. You know what I mean? Maybe there is. I'm just not familiar with it because I'm much more of a minion player and I'm typically on the north and west side of the tree. But can you tell my brain's mixing up east and west today for some reason?
I think you're nailing it.
Thank you. So in that regards, I think in Path 1, the Spiritual Aid idea is unfair simply because, as far as I know, there isn't anything that balances out on the other side. But so I guess, I could see that being fair per se.
It'd be cool to see it as an ascendancy thing, but it would have to be
just as long as there's other stuff.
It'd have to be really strong. Yeah.
When I look at the other ascendancies, like when I'm theory crafting and doing other stuff, I look at I don't know, there's the Chronomancer in Path 2. What's the other one that does like all the casting? What's she called? I don't know. What's the other sorceress called?
Oh, I don't know.
She has like Arcane Surge in there, and then she can shock or she can chill. Yeah, I forget what her name is. Anyway, when I look at those, I'm like, there's two major notables or keystones in there that I like, and the other two, I'm like it's a good thing I hate Ascending because I'm probably only going to get two anyway. But like, there's not four that interest me. Even on the Lich, which is the only one that actually suits anything I want to do, the combination of four doesn't interest me very much. That again, personal thing. Maybe if I was to have more of an open mind, or if I enjoyed playing more archetypes, maybe there would be a plethora of options there for me. But to me, for the playstyle I like, nothing combines. Well, there's like two, on occasion three. Hopefully, if one has Spiritual Aid, I like more than one.
So we find out in like 2 weeks what they're coming out with. I wonder what else they're doing besides the Druid. Like if they have, because we know that they're not forcing stuff anymore. They're just as stuff comes out and is ready to go.
Well, I mean, there's still if they only come out, they got to come out with more than that. Like I'm not talking like other aspects of the game, but classes.
Classes or ascendancies?
Whichever, doesn't matter to me.
Well,
like at some point you have to have all of them, and you can't do like 2 every 4 months, otherwise the game's never coming out.
I mean, how do you call the release Last of the Druids though, and be like, here's our other 2 classes that just don't matter.
Here's all the shadow ascendancies.
Yeah, they don't matter at all.
With the huge like crit focus, and then all of a sudden it's like nobody even notices. But it is a pretty powerful thing to specifically call this league about a specific class.
Mm-hmm.
But again, 2 ascendancies, 3 ascendancies a release, 1 class a release. Like it's still like that's a long ways away.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they show on the 4th for what their plan is for this one, especially because this is their first sort of foray into this 4-month cycle of continuously doing the same for each time. So.
But this is also the one where, remember, they made endgame changes mid-league this league because they didn't want to overwhelm us with end league and like
because they had it though also. They were like, we didn't want you to wait to have to do this stuff.
But huge endgame changes are coming still is the point of my comment.
Did they say that? That there was more coming endgame?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they said so much is coming out. We want to give you what can be applicable for right now, just so it's not overwhelming later. Is my paraphrase.
I don't know. I don't know how the Last of the Druids. I don't know that will play anything into the end game part, but it's at least cool to get another class and see what else. There must be more coming than just the Druid, though. But I guess we'll find out.
There's the Druid and the other Druid, the Templar, that has yet to come out. The second Marauder has yet to come out. The second Mercenary, Duelist, whatever, has yet to come out.
This is why I don't think you're going to see a Druid and another class. Like only the Witch.
The second Mercenary has to come out, or so the second Monk.
Yeah.
Like there's lots. And then of course the Sorceress still needs one. The Monk still needs another one. I don't know, whatever
those
that
one is, right?
Still needs another one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, obviously it's all just excitement. It's hoping for the best. And then who knows if those like alternate ascendancies, you know how the Lich has that unique ascendancy that you can get? Is that staying? Are you hearing that too?
Helicopter. That's usually not a great thing. One sec.
Is it?
Oh, good. Anyway.
Maybe someone escaped from prison.
Yep, maybe.
Running down the highway.
I can see all of the fields in the area from my room, so nothing landed.
You
so
gave
that's
the police a call and said, I don't see anything suspicious.
They were trying to record, guys.
Sorry, J-Dog.
Keep it down. Anyway, yeah, that's exciting. I don't remember where we left off when we heard that noise, but do you remember what you were saying? Talk about all the stuff to come.
Abyss. They still haven't said what's happening with Abyss, right? I assume it's going core.
Yeah,
maybe not in its fashion, but they're keeping Abyss because
there's no way they bring out anything in PoE 2 that is like a league content like we get in PoE 1 that's not staying core. That's not
going core, right?
It would make no sense at all to do that.
But that alternate Lich that they have, is that staying? Because if it is, eventually one day you're getting an alternate of every single ascendancy.
Well, hoping, yeah.
Well, be really weird to favor one and not the others. So it'd be an odd precedent to be like, yes for some, no for others. But I mean, we're in that weird state of like, we're in a beta. So it's like, we don't even have half the ascendancies yet. Maybe we have half. And we're already looking at alternate sub-ascendancies for ascendancies we have. Like that's just kind of mind-boggling, right? So pretty interesting. But I'm looking forward to it, especially the new tags that come out. I don't know why I love that kind of stuff. Like when you have a shapeshifter coming into play, you're going to have some pretty cool tags coming in, and that's going to interact with some really cool mechanics, right? How shapeshifting works, or when it can work, or what these different types of things use. I don't know. Like it's all.
I hope we see some new weapon types.
Oh my goodness. You go through the weapons list on the wiki and you're like, oh my goodness, we have like a third of them right now.
Right now, they barely have enough to make the game a game. Like they have enough, it's there, but there is not a ton of options when it comes to weapon types.
And the drops are still so too numerous. And we're going to be doubling the amount of drops we get, tripling. So curious to see how that goes too.
Yeah, it's cool. It's exciting.
But so all that just from one 20-second trailer and 40 seconds spiel. December 4th.
Cool. We got one more week before that to record, so that'll be fun.
Wait, when's December 4th? Hang on a second.
Not this coming week, but next.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, good. It's a Thursday. They're liking their Thursdays lately, hey? They used to do everything on Fridays. Maybe not.
The league comes out on the Friday after that. So
yeah, so this week's going to be loaded with...
There'll be teasers for sure.
Yeah, looking forward to that. That'll be cool. Especially all the QOL stuff. They've been doing that really well with PoE 1. Hey, just so we, don't bore you to death with a massive list of QOL stuff in the video, here's a bunch of stuff that we're doing ahead of time. Pretty cool.
Path of Exile 1's current, like their QOL stuff, all the stuff they brought in has been... I've really had a good time in PoE 1. I did get to a point where I realized I was done with the league, which happens all the time. Sure. Like I was having quite a bit of fun, and then all of a sudden, I don't know what it is with me. It just stops. It's so I literally can feel when I'm like, okay, my time's up with playing either this class or this game. And for me, I think right now I'm at the game. I did kind of everything I wanted to do. Finished all of the stuff I wanted to finish in PoE 1. Got the character up quite strong. And then you're like, well, I have so much currency. I just don't know what to do, because I know if I buy the new stuff, like newer stuff to upgrade it, then what am I doing? Then what? So it was fun though. I had a good time.
Yeah.
I thought this league was really good.
Good. I'm glad. It's nice. I mean, it's in a crazy cool state. I mean, when we left the game and they left the game in limbo for a year, in my opinion, that was the best state the game's ever been in. Sure, obviously, there's always stuff to fix and tweak and balance, whatever. Like that's always going to be the state of Path of Exile. But in terms of all the previous states that it's been in, that was the state to leave it in for a year, on purpose or accidentally. And then when they add all this, so Path of Exile 2 added a whole bunch of unique QOL stuff, and they added a bunch of that to Path 1 just less than a league later. It was 2 months later. And it seems like none of it hurt the game. You know what I mean? No. Like sometimes it can hurt the game in an unforeseen way, and you try and backpedal a little bit. Like it all seemed to just naturally flow really well with the game. So I'm curious to see what else is coming, both for Path 2, but then if it would be applicable for Path 1. I mean, you added, it already seems like old news, but pause to Path 1 was just added.
Ever. Literally the best thing.
That's ever. Crazy, but crazy cool. But it already feels like we're used to it and it's old news.
Oh, 100%,
and it's barely been 2 months, right?
Yep.
So it's easy to take
it's the
things
same with
for granted,
the trade,
like think,
in-game trade. I know you can do. So we've talked about this in the past too. Like you can still do a lot more if you go out of the game, but the fact that there's so much now, it's so much power in being given inside the game to just stay inside the game. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And avoiding people. Like when I do the search, I don't want to see one where I have to whisper another person.
All right. So what animal is that? Hang on. I'm going to Google this. What
Coolest
is the
animal ever?
Happiest but loneliest animal in the world?
What is it?
The animal often called the happiest is the quokka.
All right. Does it look
due
cool?
to its permanent smiling appearance, but they are not lonely. Okay, thank you for your help.
I definitely don't have a permanent smile.
The loneliest is the 52 hertz whale.
Huh?
This
Cool.
whale is called the world's loneliest whale because its call is at a frequency that no other known whale species can hear.
Oh, how cool is that? That's cool.
Lonesome George. He was the last of his subspecies, the Pinta Island tortoise,
the druids?
and is now extinct, making him one of the most famous examples of a lonely island, or of a lonely animal.
Okay.
And
Cool.
there's also Booming Ben. This was the last male heath hen whose species went extinct after his death. So
Right.
you're a 52 hertz whale?
I'll take a 52 hertz whale, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
But you have a smile like a quokka?
I definitely don't have a smile like, I don't even know what that is, but I don't have a smile like anything.
So, cool. So to have something where like your resting face is a natural smiling face,
Yeah.
that just invites conversation.
I feel
on
like
a
that's
regular
painful.
basis.
I wouldn't want that ever.
Now, if you watch baseball, Mookie Betts is one of both Aaron and my... Okay, get out of here. Mookie Betts is one of Aaron's and my favorite players that's ever played.
Yeah.
Nicest guy, biggest smile. But his resting face,
Yeah.
it's basically a big middle finger.
Who was the baseball
when-
teams that we just watched play in the whole like end game, whatever was on TV?
And
Dodgers
Mookie
and
Betts
who?
plays for the Dodgers. Dodgers and Jays.
Man, I wish I could remember if this guy was a Dodger or a Jay. Okay, go ahead. I'm just looking real quick.
I want to show you Mookie Betts' stank face. We call it a stank face because when he's just like
I see
standing
him.
there daydreaming, like get a non.
Wow, he's very
smile.
smiley though in this
Oh,
picture.
he's such a great guy. But you
Is he
get him
not
when he's
normally
just like
smiley?
not like you just get him on the field when he's zoning out or staring. He looks like he wants to murder you. He's like, "Don't F with me." That's his resting face.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, he's serious. I like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So his face is like, "Don't talk to me."
Yeah,
What do you think? There's 9 billion other people. Don't talk to me.
you could.
But then you talk to him and he's got the biggest grin ever. He's just the nicest guy on the planet. So you're a 52 hertz whale with a Mookie Betts stank face.
I am, and I'm gonna find out whoever this player is later to tell you, just to point it out to you because they were okay. So in the game, very short, like noticeably shorter than every other person that was playing the game. Every time he'd come up to bat, is there someone that rings a bell where you're like, oh, that guy's shorter than everybody else?
No, just because it's not
Okay.
an uncommon thing.
I'll have to find it because it made me.
And it was in the finals.
Yeah. It's the only game that I watched, but I'll find it later. All right, cool. Well, there you go. Last of the Druids.
Was it Kirk?
That name sounds familiar. Who's the player?
He's a back
What
catcher
team?
for the Blue Jays.
Blue Jays. What's his first name?
Alexander or Alejandro.
Yeah.
Yeah, him.
Yeah. Every
Yeah.
time he came up to bat, I was like, oh,
Yeah,
he doesn't look like he
he's our
fits in
back
there.
Catcher. He's
Oh,
amazing,
okay.
but
He was
he's our back
good.
catcher.
Yeah. Anyway. All right, cool. Last of the Druids coming out soon. Let's wrap this up. Forever Exiled 320. I'm Justin AK Tags.
And I'm Tyler, Record of Days.
Patrons, we'll see you in After Dark. Everybody else, we'll see you next week, 321. What do we got? Website, foreverexiled.com. We have a very fun Discord. Pop in there and say hello. And Patreon, otherwise support the podcast. Find them down below as well.